prove to be quite a big point for you, Derek?
Yeah, it could be. I think it's testament to the players that they keep going, they keep having that resilience, and we huffed and puffed. I must say at times a lot of the work wasn't convincing today. I thought the goal we lose epitomised the way we were first half, to be honest. I thought we were a wee bit disjointed. This is the best Hibs team we've come up against for a while. I think they're a good place. I think you see a Hibs team arriving with a lot of confidence. They've got a bit of everything. They've got a bit of size, plenty of pace in the team. Ball players, you know, they've actually, so at times if you go after them on a press, they'll turn you and get bang it in behind. And they did it 2 or 3 times early on, and it spooked us defensively, and we just looked a bit uneasy and a bit unsure of ourselves. Saying that, we still had some good moments ourselves in the first half. I mean, we did manage to turn the ball over. The team wasn't quite right, and obviously we've worked on a plan this week to try and find ways. When you play against teams who are better than you, and Hibs are better than us, they've got better players. The league table shows that. You've got to try and find different ways of winning, but it clearly wasn't what we envisaged in terms of the performance. And we're trying to kind of get Matty Kennedy up to speed and 1 or 2 others. So I think in the big scheme of things, we deserve something at Pittodrie up there a couple of weeks ago, and we lose the game. We certainly deserve something at Ross County last time out. But I think it would be hard to say that you deserve it because you keep going, but Hibs were the better team today, there's no doubt about it. And I think Hibs are in a good place, so it's no just on us. I think Hibs took advantage of some of our kind of uncertainty. But when we wake up in the cold light of day tomorrow morning, it's a good point, considering the opponent, and considering that we never really had the confidence and the really kind of assurance that we normally have. We had some good wee spells at times, but normally when we play at home, we've got a bit more control of the game and we're in charge of the game, and we've never really looked in charge at all.
Must be frustrating to concede straight from your own corner as well. Lewis was isolated a wee bit when they broke up.
So Hibs bring everybody back, so we've worked in this corner before, we had a bit of success with it at St Mirren. When you play against last season, when you play against teams who bring everybody back and they're really loaded the middle of the goal, and they've got huge players, they've a big size, so you've got to try and find different ways at times. But somebody never done their job right in that instance, and they should be working to the edge of the box, and they never. So it shouldn't have been allowed to happen, but Hibs were good enough to punish us. So the goal was sloppy. We tried something, it didn't work, and we get punished to the full extent.
Just on the lineup, was it a front 4 with kind of Kennedy and Watkins?
Exact same system as Hibs, 3-4-1-2. So with 2 wingers, they've got full-backs, so Cadden's a midfielder, Cadden will beat her. We play with wingers, sometimes we match teams up. And we played Bobby in behind Matty and Marley. We thought, because we think there's space down the sides of Hibs, we just matched up shape, so it was the same shape. Hibs were better at it. Is that it?
A wee bit of frustration just at the goal that was chopped off.
It was half, but I kind of knew myself.
It took forever, no? It's no flag.
I mean, I know, and it's not even if it's really close. I mean, we've got the screen behind us, and there's a 5-second delay, and it's not always been right, because there's been times when we think we've got to go and it's been chalked off, and the lines aren't quite the same as ours. But it looked a good bit off. I've not seen it back again, so I don't know how it took so long, to be honest. I thought Corey could have played the pass a touch quicker. Brucey, Hibs played with such a high line, he actually got in and through, and he was unlucky. His timing in his run was perfect, the pass just in the coming time. But no, I thought it was offside, so I wasn't too disappointed because we expected that.
Did you think there was anything in the penalty claim right at the end?
Miguel? No, not at all. There's another player that went down far too easy. And I always think that referees are put in such a position with that, and people that I think there might have been slight contact, so I don't think he's died, but there was an instant earlier on where the players, I think, made the most of something and tried to buy something. No, that was the right decision in that instance. I've not seen it back again, but I think it was, my first thought was he's tried to make the most of a tiny bit of contact and buy a penalty rather than earn the penalty.